All right, Black Hive. So we are at Thursday, March 26th, 2020. We are still working out at home, so we want to keep getting this content to you for those of you who have at-home WODs, making sure that you are doing the WODs as prescribed or modifying accordingly, as well as our at-home WODs. This one's going to be a breakdown for all of it. So we're going to do our warm-up strength, WOD for the day, our at-home sub, and our built for March 26th. So today starts out with a warm-up, just kind of going over the warm-up. The warm-ups are still there for you to make sure that you're getting those muscles flowing, make sure there's no issues, the blood flowing, you don't get any injuries. But we have right here 50 dubs. We have double unders in the workout, so the warm-up should be work on your double unders. This is some good opportunity to get some skill drills worked on at home. So hope you have a jump rope and you can work on some of those skills that a lot of us are lacking, double unders being one of them. In the skill, we have clean and jerks today, and our rep scheme is 4, 4, 3, 3, and 2. For this particular rep scheme, we have some percentages here. We just want to kind of make sure you're thinking in terms of how you should be progressing at home. What I would typically start out with a rep scheme at 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. I'd usually start at about 60% for my first set of counted reps at 4. Come in 65, maybe 70% at our second set of 4, and again 70% or so first set of 3, 75% at our second set of 3, and then our last set with 2 reps at about 80 to 90%, no more than 90. You're gonna lose a lot of form, especially being at home. Video this stuff, post it on the members page. Coach is gonna start looking out for you guys. Make sure it's a good view, maybe from a side, so we can see what's happening with those hips, those knees, and what's going on. But this should be based off of kind of your 1 rep max or what you think you feel good for the day. So again, form, especially with this stuff. As we move into the workout of the day, we have a 4 time. It is 3 rounds for time, 20 handstand push-ups, 40 ab mat sit-ups, and 80 double unders. So we want to make sure we get that practice up here, and we can also practice in the workout. This is a lot of double unders. So for our handstand push-ups, we have some modifications, both gym and at-home stuff. You want to get this done, you can use an odd object, dumbbells, kettlebells, anything that you can think of that's going to start to get you into that thruster and really getting that shoulder strength built up. We want to do those 1-to-1 reps and wall walks times 10. Wall walks are tough. I know that when I'm doing wall walks, anything over 10 is really, really rough. Getting the nose and the toes on the wall without touching anything else, really trying to strengthen, and then walk it back down to start building the strength for those shoulders. This wall walk situation also helps out with people who don't like being inverted. It kind of gives them a little bit more ability to get up and come back down without staying upside down for too long. 40 ab mat sit-ups. Again, we want that hip crease breaking 90. We want touching the toes and then touching the ground on the back of our head. And then we're getting those double unders. Modifications, we can just decrease the number and complete the workout. So let's just say that your idea, you are at 22 double unders is your PR. So you're gonna shoot for 3 rounds of 20 unbroken double unders. That's cool, that's great, that's what we want. We wanna know that we're getting them unbroken. So if you can do 3 rounds, 20 double unders unbroken, I would go for something like that. You can also go with an unbroken AMRAP, meaning if you can just get 12 unbroken double unders in your first round and then just finish out the rest with single unders without stopping, because ultimately these double unders are to get the heart rate up. If you're pretty proficient, you can get 20, 30 in a row, maybe 40. You need a break, just take your break where you need it, but try and think of it in breaking them up into sets that are manageable and completed unbroken in your mind. If you could do 4 sets of 20 and get all 80 done each round, that's a pretty good idea, because now you're just really thinking in terms of, okay, I'm completing a task as I want to, and I'm accomplishing something and being successful, versus just like, shit, I knew I could do an extra 3, but you didn't. So try and stop at that 20, reset, do 20 more, reset, do 20 more, reset, do 20 more. It's a pretty good idea. That's how I feel like I got so good at doing double unders at this point. For your built today, we're going to be doing 10 rounds, so make sure you got your chips or something to count, because again, losing count on these higher rounds is pretty common. We have 5 ring dips, 5 toes to bar, 6 alternating pistols. So for the 5 ring dips, If you've got those ring dips, this is a small number. This is about building strength. Obviously, we're trying to get the muscle up for most of our athletes. This is one of those things that's gonna help us. You can also modify at home for push-ups, bench dips. You can do box dips. You can find anything that you can get in between and just kind of do dips, getting those elbows right at your shoulder in the bottom, and then pushing all the way out to the top, locking those shoulders and elbows out. Get into those 5 toes to bar. We can modify those to 3 different things. Toes to bar, if you have a bar or somewhere that you can get up there and get those toes to, and then get the heels back behind our lower back. You can also do knee raises. Same thing, try and get that kip going. You can also modify to sit-ups or V-ups. I would go with the V-up. Try and keep everything nice and tight, toes, feet, and our hands on the ground at the same time, and then pivoting at the hip, touching those toes without bending those knees too much. 6 alternating pistols, again, single leg squats. Anybody can do those that have those. You can also modify to air squats. You can double the number because you will be able to move faster typically. And you do want to get that burn, but this is small reps. You can also do box pistols, box squats. You don't have to have necessarily a box, just something that you can put your bottom on and then stand straight up on one leg with. So essentially you're just kind of relaxing in the bottom, having something that'll catch you, and then pressing out on that leg, one leg at a time. Or you can do a band assist like we do here at the gym if you have somewhere that you can just put a band across 2 J cups or anything like that to help you with that band assist. So this one, again, pretty easy to modify at home. And as we move back up, our Black Hive at home WOD, for those of us without, some equipment, this really doesn't take much. Again, make sure you're modifying something, dumbbell thrusters, odd object thruster, a wall walk times 10. Use your wall, make sure you protect your drywall, don't kick a hole in your drywall. Sit-ups can be done anywhere, and our double unders. So if you don't have a rope or you don't have double unders, or you want to modify even further, just kind of away from here on these mods, you can hit a 200-meter sprint. So that sprint should be out, all out, get as fast as you can. Shouldn't be a jog, should not be a run, it should be a sprint. You want to come back out of breath to come back to whatever you're doing for your handstand push-ups, whether it's a modification or your handstand push-ups, etc. So 200-meter sprint, measure that out. Make sure you're getting those scores in. Get used to that on the Black Hive at home WOD. Get used to that at home when you're doing the Black Hive WOD, getting it in the CrossFit WOD, because we do want to count those towards our quarantine chaos. Quarantine chaos is going to be pretty fun, something to keep people accountable. Have a good time with it. We're going to have some good prizes. Make sure we take care of you guys. The more we can get involved, the more we can give out to those winning teams. So get those teams together and get them in as quick as you can so we can get started first thing Monday morning. Hope you guys are having fun. I can't wait to get my scores in the leaderboard. Hope to see yours soon.